what's up, man? Here you go, drop up in here. Take this off. Yeah, man, I'm gonna wait till a few of y'all drop up in here. While y'all coming up in here, let me know what y'all doing. Where y'all at? Got a few minutes. Well, about 30 minutes. Can I get a sound check? Make sure y'all can hear me. Put this joint on right quick. And I was gonna do a pre-recorded, but I got time today. Time today. What's going on, Ethan? My gross was it 13,000? Gross 13,000 this week. Only paid 14,000 for the truck. Damn, you must have been hauling ass today. I mean, this week. Get them numbers. That's all right, man. Salute on that. You got your money back pretty much. Salute. But yeah, man, let me go ahead and dive in the video because I don't want this to drag out too long, and then I won't be able to answer some of y'all's questions if there is questions at the end. But anyway. Yeah, the authority can be y'all saw the title. Authority can be a gift or a curse. Everybody's, there was well, first things first. If you're new to the channel, this is I'm not gonna say this is an authority channel. I do have my authority, and most people that come to this channel are either looking to get the authority or trying to find steps of how to get the authority, or if they should get the authority or not, or whether it's worth it or not. But I speak on authority because I speak on the steps, how I got my authority. But everybody, back when I was coming up, the authority was a lot of people were scared to get the authority. I don't know why. A lot of people failed, and or a lot of people failed, and they come back on YouTube and they say, "Ooh, this and this is why I canceled my authority or gave up." They don't tell you the real reasons, But anyway, it's good, and there's a good and there's a bad to authority, That's why I strongly, when I got mine, I strongly suggest that you get your own trailer. I know some people want to, get authority and power only, but I really strongly suggest folks at least consider getting a trailer before you go active, or within the month or whatever. Do not do that power only for the long term. That's just me though. You're gonna get some guy in here and say, well, I've been doing power only for 50 years and it's working out for me. Okay, all right, it's working out for you. But I'm just saying what I'm saying, you know. Um, but there's a good to it. There's a bad to it. Yes, you can make a lot of money with authority. Yes, you can lose a lot of money with authority. But you gotta have a solid game plan. And I was chiming in on individual's video a couple days ago, and he was talking about it's authority, and do you plan on driving trucks for the rest of your life? Blah blah this. And then there was another individual that stated authority is I didn't make any. I had my authority. I didn't make any money. And there's reasons to that. Whether it's insurance or whether it's a truck note or whether you got personal bills that are crazy through the roof. The thing is about the authority, when you get your authority, you're supposed to come in with low bills from the gate, and yeah, your personal, your business bills, yeah, they might be a little high, but at the end of the day, they're gonna come down eventually. And then we speak on insurance. A lot of you guys got high insurance. Me personally, I had a high insurance my first year, but I didn't grow until that I was able to renew my insurance. So I kind of just, my first year was kind of just chilling, figuring things out. And then I kind of, when it was time to make a move, it was time to make a move. But you got, with authority, you got to be consistent. That's the key. You have to be consistent. You can't be out here. Yes, you get a lot of freedom. You can do what you want to do. But at the same time, you have to be consistent, because, one thing can happen and it can mess everything up. So the thing is, when I got my authority, was not really the money standpoint. It was more so of the freedom, because when I came in the game, I was already a local guy as a company driver. So I had to figure a way to get back to being local, but I wanted to have my own business. And I found a way, and I found that it worked for me, and I found my niche. And this is what you got to do in order for you to be where you need to be. Do I want to drive trucks forever? No, but you got to start somewhere. You got to put the groundwork in. You got to put the hard work in. To get where you need to go. And it ain't gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. There's gonna be times where you feel like, I want to go ahead and turn it all in and just work for somebody. But some people don't have that mentality to get authority. That's why I say authority is not for everybody. And it's okay to have a truck and lease onto a carrier that's paying you real well. It is not for everybody. And everybody don't want to do paperwork. Everybody don't want to be their own human resource. Everybody don't want to hire people. Everybody don't want to deal with drivers. I mean, the list goes on. So I can't speak on, whether it's a must to get authority. No, I don't want to say that. But has the authority worked for me? Yes, it has. And because I'm an entrepreneur. I was doing entrepreneur kind of things before I even got in trucking. I already knew what I wanted to do. Is I wanted to have my own business. I just didn't know what it was, and trucking gave me that that outlook on it. So, but you gotta have, when you get your authority, you gotta have, before you get it, you gotta have some type of goal. Whether you want to be a guy that want to be a one truck operation with authority, you don't ever want to grow, or you want to be the guy that gets fleets, trucks, or a fleet of trailers. You got to have some type of goal in what direction you want to go in. Sometimes it's going to change a little bit, or what you want to do, but you should have some type of idea of what you want to do. And always never give up researching. You always continue to research. You got to continue to research, and you got to continue to study of what you want to do, because like I said, you get your authority, it can go left in a matter of seconds. The fastest, as quick as you came in, is quick enough you can get booted out, pretty much. Y'all understand what I'm saying about that? But it's a gift. It can be a gift. It can be a curse. Now, I'm here where I'm at with 3 trailers, 1 truck. I got 1 driver. It doesn't stop there though. I got, big goals and what I want to do, and my end goal, I don't want to be on the truck forever. I want to be off the truck real soon. I spoke about the brokerage a couple times. It's coming. The videos is coming about the brokerage. I just got to get some things in place. I'm not here to rush anything. I'm gonna take my time and I'm gonna make it do what it do. When the time is right, we'll drop the info. But as of right now, we got to put some things in place, and then we'll move accordingly. But let me see. I know I saw something. But also, you got to, with authority, you also got to figure out what division you going in, or what do you want to do. A lot of you guys are flip-flopping. If you're going to go in one division, in my opinion, I would stick to that one until you get, a hang of things, and then kind of, make a decision on what you want to do. Like I said, when I was coming in the game with the authority, I already knew drive-in wasn't going to be it for me. I needed to take it to the next level. So I knew reefer was the way to go. With me doing drive-in for, I don't know what, since I started trucking, I knew drive-in and how it was and how it moved and what I was trying to do, it wasn't going to work. Now I could probably dabble in it if I wanted to, but I'm so, I'm tired of doing reefer right now. It's really no point in me doing drive-in because it just makes 0 sense. I'm not out here trying to do the most. You see what I'm saying? I'm not out here trying to do different things. I want to stick to one thing and be the best at it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what my focus is. It is the reefer. So, from what I've been doing and what I've been seeing, it's just, it's just kind of pointless messing with driving. Even though I can do it all day long, but I just don't want to mess with it right now. I don't even want to. I could dabble in it, but right now that's not the goal. I had goals set in place of what I want to do. So I got three reefer trailers, and I want to add 1 more. And then after that, then we'll reevaluate the situation and figure out if I want to mess with a drive-in or not. But I'm not gonna say it's X'd out and I'm not gonna fool with it. But we'll reevaluate the situation after I get the reefer trailer. So that's just how I think about things and how I move on certain things. But yeah, man, it could be a gift or a curse, man. Like I said, it ain't for everybody, and a lot of people talk about it that don't have authority. But like I said, there was a gentleman. When I used to work for Suntech, when I was leased on a Suntech, there was a guy that I ran into at a shipper, and he came up to me and he was like, hey, I see you over there with Suntech. I was like, yeah, man, leased on over here, doing a little thing, driving or whatever. He was like, yeah, I used to be over there. I used to be with them. I was like, oh, what happened? You like it? He was like, yeah, it was all right, but I went ahead and got my own authority. I was like, oh, okay. Me and started talking, and he was like, look, man, he was like, I think it was him and his cousin or something, or maybe his brother, maybe was doing it. But he was like, man, you will never know unless you try. I'm driving down the road, I'm thinking about what he said, and he was like, yeah, you're right, you never know unless you try, and I was telling him how I felt about authority, and he was like, why don't you just, what's stopping you from getting authority? And I really didn't have an answer, and he was like, basically, you never know unless you try. And I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, what bad can happen if you get authority and didn't work out? You can always go back company, or you can always lease on, you still got your truck. So I was like, you're right. Like I said, I thought about it, riding down the road, and I was like, man, why not? And that was kind of the edge. That was the edge, and then the guys I'll be talking to, they went and got their authority. And, I was like, ain't hurting me, So that's just a little story, I guess y'all can take in, and maybe I can help y'all. Some of you guys, if y'all like business minded, business savvy, and want to get authority, go ahead. Why not? I mean, you never know what it is unless you try it. Yeah, in the beginning you got to figure a lot of things out as far as paperwork and compliance and stuff like that. But you'll get the hang of it. It's just like you playing any sport or something like that, or like you speak on NFL stuff. Guys, they get traded and stuff to new teams. Different schemes and stuff like that. They got to figure it out. Repetition. So it's all about repetition and understanding what you're doing, and you'll get the hang of it eventually. It's not a big deal. You just gotta follow the rules. You don't want to be out here winging and getting popped by DOT because you out here because you want to be on log books or something like that. You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to follow the rules. People talking about you can't make money with ELD. I don't know what that's about, and all this unplugging the ELD just to make some money, and you mess around with that, man. You gonna get in some serious trouble, but you don't need to do that. As people was talking about that in a Facebook group, talking about unplugging ELD is the only way to make money. I was like, retarded, But let me read some of y'all's comments. I know there's a few of them to drop in here. All power only 2. What's up, Jerome Jones? I'm getting a reefer. Okay. Only have truck insurance and car insurance. Have a back highway runner. What's going on? Have a backup plan from A to Z. That's correct. My overhead is 0. You need to. Yeah, man. I don't want to say overhead got to be 0, but you want to keep that as low as possible so you can be able to grow, or you can be able to move or how you want to move, and do the things you want to do. But in any business in general, man, you want to have a low overhead. You shouldn't be coming in the game with this high stuff. Think you're gonna make $1 million with authority, man. You're gonna end up, on the side somewhere, shoulda, coulda, woulda, and you know what I'm saying. So that's why I say, man, some of you guys are coming in and getting authority because you trying to live up to these how you been living or whatever. Some of you guys are driving G-Wagons and Lambos and stuff, and trying to maintain that lifestyle. I don't know. What's going on, EC? Before you get authority, please make Freight Connect though. Oh, are you saying like finding a lane? Is that what you're saying, Brandon? Or connecting the lanes? Steel Curtain, what's up, man? Have you heard of Big M Transportation Power Only? No, I never heard of them. Never heard of Big M. But it's not the power only thing. The big thing back in 2018 was which people boosted that way overboard. They will get a guy to get authority, and that guy will go to Prime, and then that guy from Prime, which is I think it's like the A-Lease side or something like that, or whatever it's called, and then they would, tell people that they got Prime freight, and they lease on a whole bunch of guys and charge them. And that kind of went, blasted everywhere, and everybody was like, okay, Prime was the way to go. But people were saying that Prime was giving out top dollar freight before they gave it to the carrier, which I don't think is all the way 100% true. But there was a cut in there somewhere, a big cut. You know, they not just giving out $3, $3.50 a mile freight to carriers, saying that that's, you know, that's what they're doing. I highly doubt that. People were saying that Prime was getting, I don't know, what was it, $2.75 all miles or something like that at one point. I was like you can ask other Prime guys, and they be like, man, that's not true. And me looking from the outside in, I knew that wasn't true. But that was a big thing with the power only with Prime, and then JB Hunt been doing it. Then JB Hunt shot to hit you with the joint like I think it was like towards the end of last year, beginning of this year, where they came out with this whole package deal, and then I almost did it, and I pulled back though, because I was asking other drivers what was going on, and it didn't make any sense for me to be chasing trailers, so I already knew power only wasn't the way to go. I know I'm going a little off course with this, but I already knew power only wasn't the way to go. I already had a trailer anyway, and I was just looking at options. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to go in with the trailer situation, like I've been, you know, been said. So that's why I went ahead and got more trailers, because I already knew the power only, man, it was cutting it. It was cutting it. It was just too much of a cut for me. But then you had Amazon come in, which was sometime like they got really big this year, because of the COVID, and that opened a lot of doors for a lot of guys that, you know, to get their business started and then, you know, make some money where they can go get a trailer. But some of you guys are getting caught up with Amazon and staying with Amazon. You know, I don't know, it might be okay, but, you know, I haven't really done the most research on it. The only research I really got is off of homeboy T Hill, and he was just telling me how he did it, you know. But me personally, I want to be my own carrier. I want to be independent. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be hearing from no big carrier talking about you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta go chase something. And I'm not doing all that, you know. That's what the whole authority thing, what the whole purpose of authority was, to be independent. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people can't do that. You know, there's a lot of people need the carrier to, you know, to hang on. Or they, you know, that's why a lot of people get authority and they go to places like Prime, because they still need the carrier, you know, whether it's maintenance or whatever the case may be, or they're running away from the spot market, they're scared to run the spot market. And the spot market, yeah, it can be a gift and a curse too. It has its ups and downs though. But I've always been on spot market. I never really been, you know, had a, you know, a mega carrier. Well, with my authority, I never really had the mega carrier, you know. I needed the mega carrier because I didn't come in the game with, you know, $0. You see what I'm saying? But getting a little off topic with that. Brokers. Oh, you talking about Freight Connect through the brokers? Yeah, most definitely. You can do that when you leased on with carriers and you switch over to authority. You build them connections with some of them brokers. They'll some of them will keep their word, and you can continue pulling freight with them when you get the authority active. Some of them be like, hey, you gotta wait 3 months, but we got you, and they might keep their word, they might not, you know. But you always, you know, keep it in the back of your mind, save the number, and hopefully they keep their word. I had a couple brokers when I was with Suntech that kept their word on the, well, that was drive-in, but there was some places where I picked up at where I was able to load drive-in freight on the reefer, so that worked out. But you know, it works. Leroy Diaz, have you heard of doing power only for Heart? No, I haven't heard of that. I don't speak on too much. I can't really speak on power only like that because I've never done it. I can only speak from the outside looking in. It's just not something that has never really interested me. You know, that might be something different for y'all, but I always had my own trailers. You see what I'm saying? That's why I never really dipped into it. You know, I tried to do it at one point, on the spot market doing power only, you know, like, but every time I tried to do it, it was like a one way, and it was like, you know, and then I had to find a power only back on the other end. It's like I didn't want to do all that, so I can't really speak on companies with power only. The only ones I know is like the JB Hunt and the Amazon, and like I said, Amazon looks like the gateway to help some of you guys, you know, take the next step. You just gotta figure it out. And I can't really speak on Amazon because I never did it with Amazon. Like I said, I did broker load. I did that broker load through Amazon, which definitely was top dollar. You know. What's going on? What's going on, Square Biz? And Jay the Trucker, what's up, man? Brandon, my power only be dropping a hook, yo. See, I never, yeah, that's what's up, you know. I don't know, like I said, it's working for you, you know. It's working for you, man. Like I said, a lot of these things, if it's working for you, then it's working for you. But my thing is always keep in the back of your mind and not to settle. You know, there's always ways to make more money. There's always ways to have more freedom, and you just got to think. You got to think different, because there's always a bigger picture. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, it comes with patience, it comes with time, and it comes with figuring out. It comes with a lot of studying and researching. I never stop studying. I'm always, even when the times I'm not on YouTube or whatever, I'm not on the phone, I'm riding down the road, you know, still researching things, still making, you know, I'm still making phone calls, making other connections, networking. Even talking to my driver, he's even networking, you know, figuring different, talking to different customers or whatever when he can. And you know, that's all we doing, man. We continue to get bigger. We can continue to build relationships with different folks, and we gonna figure this out. You see what I'm saying? The Tradarius Graham, I spoke about that early in the video. I don't know when you came in. I said sometimes leasing on to a company might be a good deal. I said that in the beginning of the video. Like I said, authority is not for everybody, and I'm being real, very honest. It's not for everybody. Everybody's not, like I said, everybody don't want to deal with paperwork. Everybody don't want to deal with hiring folks, and you can make good money leased on to a company. Most of these companies paying you, like, you know what I'm saying, I offer 90%, 92%, depending on how long. If you stay with the company, I'll give you 92%. 92% leased onto a company, you ain't got to deal with paperwork, is good. You know, if you got a truck, you got a trailer, you know. Like I said, when I put on a driver, he want to come on board, he got a truck and he got a trailer, I'll do 90%. And I always say, if you stay with me for a year, or I don't know what I put, I think it might be 8 months. You stay with me for 8 months, I'll give you 92%. That's good money. You know, you don't need authority. If you're getting 92%, you really don't need authority. Like I said, I guess to answer your question, Tradarius, because I spoke about that earlier in the video. For me, I have $20,000 in the bank. You got to figure out what to do with that money. Or where you gonna move on it. We got 30 people in the building. I appreciate 30 people in the building. I say if you have low deductions, costs, leasing, then it's a win-win situation. Yeah, you can do that. Most definitely. I can get a trailer, but I want to save the money and just build it more through power only, and then get a trailer. See, that's what I said. Was that still curtain? Yeah, you can do that. Like I said, everybody doesn't have money to get a trailer, and that's okay. But you can do the power only, figure it away, make some money, stack some more bread up. Everybody don't have money to go get a trailer. Everybody don't have money to get a trailer authority, pay insurance, all that, and pay all, I'm not saying do that. All I said suggest, if you do plan on getting authority, look into getting a trailer. Now that's up to you if you want to do that or not. I'm just speaking on my personal thoughts, my opinion on it, and how I did it, but that's just me though. You might say otherwise. You might say power only is the way to go, 100% forever. If it's working for you, then it's working for you. The key to pull power only is to book backhaul freight. Yeah, that's what I tried to, back when I was doing it, it really wasn't, like I said, power only wasn't really like that on the spot market. It probably still ain't. I don't know. But it really was like more one ways. And then the whole thing when I was doing authority, when I first activated my authority, there was no point in me doing power only. I already had a trailer. So it just made 0 sense. The numbers didn't make any sense. And plus I had reefer. It made 0 sense for me to mess. Some power onlys do pay big bucks, but it's not like all the time, But it just wasn't the move for me, I'm gonna use power only to get back. I'm gonna use power only to get back my money that I spent, then I'm gonna get a trailer. See, that's Leroy. What's going on? That's a solid game plan. That's a solid game plan. See, you know what you want to do. You know that you can't get a trailer, so you're gonna stack your bread up. And that's a solid game plan. You gotta have these goals in place, man. With authority, man. You want to get your authority, you gotta have these goals in place, and you gotta, you gotta be patient too, because you don't want to, get you a lemon trailer either. But definitely have some set goals. Ryan, who is this, man? Somebody sent me something about flatbed. I always get about flatbed stuff. Tony Tycoon, what's good? I got truck mine in the middle of this year, and it's going to be paid off. A 2018 Freightliner with $278,000 I got through my company dealer. After this year, I have 10 months, so I'm looking at it different. Okay. That's all right. You got your newer truck, low miles, and you say I got it through my company dealer. After this year, I have 10 months. Okay. So January, you got about 2 years left. Yeah. That's you got a game plan. Newer truck. Stick to the game plan, and I hope everything works out for you. And y'all need any direction or whatever. I left my email in the description, so just hit me up, man. I usually respond kind of quick, so salute to that, Tradarius. Eric Davis, can you get your authority while you're waiting to get a truck, or does it expire if you don't have insurance? Insurance, the FMCSA, when you do the application, you got it takes about 3 weeks before you can bind the insurance. After that, they give you X amount of days. I don't remember how it is. You have to look it up. X amount of days for you to bind that insurance. If you don't bind that insurance in them, whatever, or it might be months, bind the insurance in them with that time period, you have to reapply. So, insurance is you need a truck to put on authority. So you have to I had this conversation with a individual over the last weekend. You have to put a truck on that insurance somehow, some way. So you have to get a quote, and it has to be a truck listed under the authority. So yes, you need a truck. Can you get authority while waiting? But yeah, to answer your question, you can apply for the authority. I believe you can apply for the authority. You just won't be able to bind the insurance. Don't quote me on that though. But it does expire. To answer your other part of the question, it will expire in a certain amount of days. I just don't remember how the days or the months or how many it is. If you do not bind that insurance within that time period, which means you have to reapply for the DOT numbers again. See, the power only I do is directly through Target. Okay. But yeah, if it's working, you say you made 13K. So it's working for you. It's working for you. What up, 100%? Oh, still curious. 90 days? Okay. So it's 90 days. Luis Gomez, what's going on? What up? Good knowledge on your vid. Been learning a lot. What insurance company you recommend for a first-time buying tractor? I don't really recommend. It's kind of like you got to do some cold calls. You got to find the best quote. When you activate when you apply for your DOT numbers, you're going to get a lot of phone calls off the back. You can start right there, and then you can also Google trucking insurance, and everybody's going to run it. You find out your best quote, the best quote. You know, it's kind of, and a lot of things is going to be determined what your quote's going to be, whether it's how many years you've been driving trucks, or you even have a CDL. A lot of things varies. Where you live at, physical damage, truck, and physical damage, the value of the truck, that's going to determine the price of your insurance as well. There's a lot of things determine your quotes and what you're going to get. So that's why I don't recommend insurance. It's more so making the calls, doing your research, getting the best quote. And like I said, if you apply for the DOT numbers, you're going to get the phone calls anyway, along with factoring companies too. Unless you're talking about bobtail insurance, or physical damage insurance, or just bobtail physical damage insurance. I didn't know if you was talking about authority or not, but bobtail insurance, you can try First Guard, OIDA. Those are the two main ones that I can think of top of my head as far as bobtail insurance. Is it easier to run under a company's authority or your own? Yeah, Vic, I talked about this a little bit earlier. It depends on you as a person, man. You're a person that likes to deal with paperwork, human resource, hiring folks. You think you can handle it, then get the authority. But like I said, you'll never know unless you try. If you don't want to deal with paperwork, you don't want to deal with hiring folks, you don't want to deal with the whole DOT compliance or whatever, dealing with, keeping yourself a driver profile, and stay leased under a carrier. Like I said, there's no bad to it. There's a good, bad to it. It depends. It's up to you as a person. Like, everybody's different. Like I said, you can lease under somebody and get paid a good rate, a percentage. Like I said, I speak on myself as a carrier. If a guy wants to lease under me and he has a truck and a trailer, I give him 90%. I don't have a problem with that. And then you stay with me X amount of months, I give you 92%. That's almost pretty much, the cut with authority. You're take away, you know, bills and all that, and factoring fees and all that, you pretty much almost at like 92%, damn near. You know, just depends on your situation, you know, but it's nothing wrong with it, leasing under somebody with your own authority. I mean, leasing under somebody without authority. I only pay my own insurance and truck payment in my 18%, so it was really good. Went too strong for that deal. Okay, so that works out for you. I'm gonna get back to that, Vic. I live in NYC and it's looking crazy. Hey, Luis, I would not recommend getting any type of insurance, anything dealing with truck in NYC. NYC is just like Florida. Highway Diva, what's up? Appreciate you coming through, and you finally caught my line. Okay, I gotta catch one of your joints too. And I appreciate you. I appreciate that most definitely. We trying, man. We trying. And salute to y'all, man. Most definitely salute to y'all. You and Jay. Salute. Appreciate you coming through. Showcase. Thanks. My insurance is $336 a month on a 2018, and I'm 26 for speeding ticket in Texas. I don't know what kind of insurance you talking about. You talking about bobtail? Sound like bobtail or something like that. What's going on, Eats with Fifi? Good morning. Jackknifed my truck and my truck was blown over. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Sorry to hear that, man. 90% is great. What's going on, MD Chevy Box Boy? Yeah, 90% is good. You know. E-double, Cooley, are things slowing down for you down on your neck of the woods? I spoke about that in the last video. Like I said, I got my driver, and he's running the dedicated run, and then I actually dibbled and dabbled into the spot market a little bit, back into the spot market, and played with it a little bit. When I first went into it, it is going down, but then it picked back up. And I'm speaking on reefer. You got to think about what's going on. You got Thanksgiving, you got Christmas coming up, so it picked back up again. Right now I'm doing. I got some turkey loads I'm hauling, which I did yesterday, and running it up to Maryland. Easy money, 1,200, 150 miles. Same day delivery. So I've been doing the turkey loads, and they're not every day, but I think they got some Monday. I think we was trying to let them know if I'm gonna do it or not. But we'll figure it out probably later on the day. But like I said, the spot market is up. It was picking up again because of the seasons, the holidays. But it go back down again. Right after Christmas, like literally, like right after the holidays, like the New Year. Oh, it's going down. It's most definitely going down. Oh, it's coming down. I'm telling you, man. Y'all gonna be like, soon after New Year's. Mind you, New Year's is my birthday. Soon after New Year's. New Year's is on a Friday, I believe. Yeah, New Year's is on a Friday, I believe. It's either Friday or Saturday. That following week, y'all get on the load board. You can be like, what? You said what for this? You gonna be looking crazy. I'm telling you, man, that's gonna be crazy on the spot on the load boards. But yeah, we got a super chat. Okay, I ain't got one of those in a while. I appreciate the super chat, Jimmy. If I'm saying that right, Hagira. Thanks, bro, for what you do. I'm new at your channel. Your video is great. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it, man. We just dropped the good info, the good and the bad. Try to drop some good information for y'all, the guys, to succeed out here, and y'all can take it to the next level, man. But I appreciate that super chat. Let me go back. Getting insurance for authority in NYC, only progressive will quote you. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend getting. I had there was a buddy I used to talk to. I talked to him here and there. There's a guy on YouTube called Hamlet Dubois. He's a New Yorker. What he ended up doing was he did, what did he do? He had a shop. He went and got a shop in Ohio and did his authority out of Ohio. While he was living in New York, and then he eventually moved. I think he eventually moved to Ohio, but he started he was living in New York and he got everything set up in Ohio, and it worked out. That's how you do it, you know. But like I said, he eventually moved to Ohio. Same thing with Florida. You can't. I would not suggest starting your authority in Florida. I wouldn't do anything, set up anything in Florida. The only thing you could probably set up maybe is the LLC or the corporation. And I don't even know what the taxes is on that, and I don't even know what the annual fee is for that. But I think I was talking to Washington Channel about that authority, whatever he was trying to do. But same thing, same situation. Yeah, tractor. Oh, that's a tractor. Okay, you talking about bobtail? Yeah, okay. $336 a month. What's that? 100? Not 100. 90 something. 80 something like that a week. I think you could probably get it. Well, you probably why it's high like that because that accent you got. Was it hard for you when you got your own authority? I wouldn't say it was hard. I would say more of it was a learning. It was a lot of learning. Like I said, when I got my authority, I didn't do everything by myself. I had a third party do my authority, and out of Georgia. It's a place called Road Legal, and they did my application, everything, got everything set up. I wouldn't say it was hard. It was just something that you had to figure it out. You know, you don't want to start hiring folks to figure things out for you. You want to learn on your own, and, you know. So and I wouldn't say, like I said, I wouldn't say it was hard. It was just more of a great experience, you know. And at the end of the day, I think I wouldn't take it back for the world. I think it was the best decision I ever made. Coming from what I was doing. I do automatic bill pay, so it's like I never see it. Okay. Why is it? What time is it, man? 8:47. Jeez. Roscoe, what's up, man? How's it going over there where you at? What's going on 973 Puff? Insurance too high in NY State. They quoted me 30 grand for the first year. That's crazy. Well, actually, that's not crazy because Virginia, they quoted me progressive. When I first did it, they quoted me 40. I think it was like 45 grand. That was something crazy. Like, where do y'all get these numbers from? But yeah, man. Like I said, I wouldn't get anything. Think about it like this. You driving down a highway, you're looking at other trucks. Look at the other trucks. Look at where the states are. Look at all the other states, and see. You're gonna see a lot of trucks got the same states. You know, that was what I was looking at as well. When I was OTR regional, you would look at the trucks and they had pretty much most trucks had the same states. It was Tennessee, Ohio. Of course, you're gonna see Maine, but that's for trailers. You got Georgia, Oklahoma plates. You will see a lot of Montana plates, stuff like that. You wouldn't. I don't think I ever seen a New York plate or anything like the Northwest or Northeast or anything like that, or Jersey plates. I know I have seen Jersey plates. I don't know what the rules is on that though, but I don't think I ever seen a New York plate. You very rarely see Florida plates unless you live in Florida, or you like a local guy out there or whatever. But look at the plates. Look at different truckers' plates. Ask questions. Ask truck drivers. A lot of you guys, you be driving down the highway or you at a truck stop or whatever, and you might see a driver. You never know if a guy has his own authority or not until you ask him. You know, but that helps a lot too. Leroy Diaz, I'm in Albany, New York, and I paid $14,000 for my first year. Damn, that's that's upstate New York. 14,000 ain't bad, you know. Are you at a certain radius, Leroy? What up, Shannon? My RP's out in New York. Okay, yeah, upstate New York. But yeah, man. Authority can be a gift and a curse, man. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. The authority's not for everybody, and who said that about the? I think I spoke on that already, though. The pros and cons of authority. We spoke about that early in the video. Like I said, the pros. To me, the pros is the freedom. The freedom. Like I said, I don't have a wife or anything, but I have 2 kids though. So the freedom was more important for me as a pro. But the cons, if I could choose a con, it's just staying. It's always paying all these different bills every year. Like, why do I gotta pay like some things like I gotta pay a $22.90? Why I gotta pay IFTA quarterly? I feel like those are pretty much almost the same thing. Gotta pay why I gotta pay yearly IRP plates? Why can't I just pay? Why can't it be like a one-time thing and you ain't gotta worry about it for a couple years? Like, why this gotta be an every year thing? It's just certain things like that. Nothing too crazy. It is what it is. But I guess that's a con. But other than that, I think there's more pros to it, to me, than it is cons. So, like I said, that reverse back to being a gift and being a curse. So we want to, round that up. It was more of a gift, for me, and it could be a curse to some people. That's why I say, coming in this game, credit and cash, you need to have one. You need to have one or the other. If you got both, then that's great. But not to have none, it's just not smart. You see what I'm saying? It's not smart at all. Y'all got any questions? Because I'm not going to, I don't want to be, I've been on here 54 minutes. So I'm going to give y'all about 5 more minutes and then I'm going to get off of here. 500-mile radius, that's all Progressive gave me. Well, see, that's why your insurance is cheaper. You got a 500 mile. There's nothing wrong with that, though. I'm just saying that, but that's, I kind of figured you had a radius on there with insurance that cheap. But 500 miles, man, from New York, man, that could take you all the way down to what? South Carolina, something like that. I'm sure. Well, you from South Carolina. I could take you probably all the way down to South Carolina, maybe North Carolina. I don't know. I don't don't know the numbers on that, but 500 miles is pretty. It's a long. You can make a lot of money off 500 miles. But like I said, if y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat, and we'll talk about it. And if I don't get to your question or whatever, you can email me at callmecooley804@gmail.com. It's in the description. I work for Sister, great company, great pay. Okay, yeah, I used to do that kind of work at PFG. Cisco pays pretty good, hard work, but you'll make some money. But yeah, yeah, I did that kind of work. Y'all see the videos, the earlier videos, where I did drop the video about PFG, and I talked about it briefly in a couple other videos. But yeah, y'all got no more questions, I'm gonna go ahead and head up out of here, and y'all be safe on the road, and always find a way to grow. Catch you on the next video.